We still continue this conversation about the Airbus, which has been making some amount of inroads since over the weekend. We'll bring in the NDC, we're bringing its Director of Legal Affairs, pick his thoughts about this developing story, as well as from where he comes from. We know that this story, the NDC at the time, was the party that was in power. What do they think about this developing issue? And also, remember, the MPP is saying that the government official one is former President John Mahama. What do they also think about that? Let me bring in Mr. Abraham Amalba. He's the Director of Legal Affairs of the NDC. Welcome to the Citi Newsroom, sir.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, let me pick your thoughts generally about this developing story. It's been making roads since over the weekend. How have you taken this developing story?
Well, for me, it's a red herring. It is red herring because we have an opposition, a party in government that is under pressure and would want to do some equalization. And so it is not something that bothers us as a political party. And that is why we are committed in ensuring that we focus on the things that are relevant for the people of this country. So tomorrow, we shall be going on our demonstration, and that is what we are focused on.
But it should be a source of concern to you, especially at the time where your party was in power, no?
Not at all. There's no indication that any government official under the Mahama administration took money from agents of Airbus. You are fully aware that the ruling did not mention anybody's name. This is a matter that focused on Airbus's payment systems. Airbus has a policy of paying agents to solicit for jobs. Now, nowhere has it been indicated that Airbus paid money to any identifiable person under the Mahama administration. And so we do not think that this is a matter that we must give some special attention to. No. You should understand that the government officials, the previous administration's officials, were not part of the trial in the UK court. This is a matter where Airbus was charged for bribery under the Bribery Act of the UK. There wasn't any government official who was standing trial there. Reports have come out that Airbus has indicated that it has paid money to government officials. But you also read from the previous Attorney General, who has indicated flatly and clearly that there wasn't such payments to any government official. I would believe that story because in the ruling, no individual coming from the previous administration has been named as having taken money from Airbus. Neither does the ruling indicate that the previous government administration, the previous government, the operatives of that administration were soliciting for money from Airbus before they do business with Airbus. So it is difficult for anybody to now proceed from the court ruling and now begin to point accusing fingers at people when indeed the ruling does not give names.
Now the MPP is saying the government, one official is ex-President John Mahama. From what you're just saying, I mean, how do you respond to that accusation?
I am shocked that the MPP will be the first person to begin to draw inference. I thought that under the Cash for Seat saga, we were told that the president, who one is supposed to pay money and sit close to, was not President Akufo-Addo, and that president is somebody else. So even if the name president cannot be attributable to the Akufo-Addo, who is our current president, how can government official one be making reference to a former president? So I'm surprised that they should be the ones making those allegations, because they had a very good defense because Akufo-Addo's name was not mentioned.
Okay. Now, the president has asked a special prosecutor to investigate the matter. Good call?
I welcome that call for the special prosecutor to look into the matter. Just that I am disappointed that a similar call was not made to the special prosecutor to look into the missing, what did they call it? The missing, those excavators. Okay. I'm sad that a similar call was not made when tricycles suddenly developed wings and flew away from Tamale. I think that if we are supposed to fight corruption, the sword must cut in both ways, not selectively. And that's why our record is not good when it comes to the Corruption Perception Index. So, well, I welcome the call, just that Martin Amido has been given a very huge tax. There were some tax that could have been easily dealt with by Martin Amido, such as the tricycle case, such as the caterpillars, or what do you have. But the president chose not to give him those ones and rather gave him a very Herculean tax. I wish him well, but we welcome it.
Well, why are you saying it's a difficult tax for him? What's so difficult about doing this one?
I thought that there were fruits that were so close and he could have plucked them, which is the caterpillar, or is it the excavators? Or the tricycles, because we have names of persons who were in charge of those projects. And that would have been an easy payday for him. But for him to be given this tax, where he has to now put face and identify people with codes, for me, that's a Herculean tax.
All right. Thank you very much, Abraham Amalba. He's a Director of Legal Affairs of the NDC, giving us his thoughts about the story on the Airbus.